Shut up and sit down.
Better, I can do a lot better, if I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, especially if we have some stuff prepared or decided ahead of time.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
It's easier for you to get your thoughts together beforehand.
Oh yeah. If I fucking remember, bring them instead of fucking not write them. I wrote them down, but I forgot about them. It's crazy. I had all kinds of shit I wrote down too, man. I got all kinds of shit, but I just forgot my paper. It was just a hectic day today, man. It was, like I said, man, fucking 3:30 in the morning, got blurted by a fucking cop, and that sucked.
Yeah, that's the time most likely to get pulled over after the bars are closed and people.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true, man. Well, I was just fucking waking up. And fucking, I looked like a scrub. Straight up, just hopped in the car. My pops got in there and took him to work, and we got blurred, And then after that, holy shit, I seen cops everywhere. Everywhere, man. They're in south side, they're on east side, they're on west side, they're over here, well, I guess north side, towards it, fucking everywhere.
Yeah, this is about as north as it gets.
Right.
As soon as you hit the river, there's no more north.
No. That's true. It's as soon as you hit the river, that's fucking over there by
San Joaquin County.
Yeah, the Mchenry wreck over there, Yeah, and that shit's cold. Nice place though. It's cool. I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, we did some tubing from I think we started out in Riverbank or Oakdale.
Oh, no shit.
Tubed all the way over to there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Were you burnt when it was said and done?
I got a little bit burnt, but I had put on sunblock. So.
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. When was that? A couple years ago or so?
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. Because I remember a couple people that I know, they did the same thing. They went tubing and shit.
Yeah, usually it's like in the beginning of summer, like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Just get together, and they're not even really together. Like it was like.
It just happens that way.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 of us, but then there was another couple hundred people doing it that day. So you're not right next to them because you're all like spread apart down the river. So
like spread eagle then, huh? That way, yeah. No, that I remember tubing, man. Tubing was fun. I used to do that with my brother. I used to go rafting and shit, and it was pretty cool. Except for when I seen fucking snakes. Holy shit, I'm afraid of snakes.
Water snakes?
I hate snakes, period.
No, but did you see water snakes?
I don't know what the fuck they were. It was some big motherfuckers.
Were they in the water or out of the water?
They're on rocks.
Okay.
Big old boulders.
Have you ever seen a lamprey?
What's that?
It's this snake-looking creature, and it's got this big old jaw that opens up, and it's got it opens up to where it looks like a circle,
like
and it's got all these little teeth on it.
Like a skink?
No, it looks almost like alien.
2 legs?
No, it doesn't have any legs.
No legs. No shit.
And it swims in the water, and so it opens up, and it's got like this circle mouth, not like a snake.
Are you serious?
Not like a snake like this. It's got this like circle mouth that opens up, and it's got all these little teeth in this circle, and it latches on you, and I guess it sucks your blood or whatever. I don't know what it does.
The fuck? Is it like an eel?
Yeah, it looks kind of like an eel.
Whoa.
But we saw one of those over there by the golf course, the Del Rio golf course.
Yeah.
Because we used to go into Del Rio, go across the golf course to the trestles, to the river and swim. Wow. And we just saw one. It was like someone had like thrown it on a log or something. That thing's a scary looking creature.
Yeah, it looks pretty fucking scary. Something out of a fucking horror movie or something, huh?
Yeah, you should bring it up.
Damn. It has teeth?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So, see up there? Let me show you something.
All right. Damn, that's crazy.
Instead of closing this, instead of closing the whole Firefox, you can just open a new tab.
Okay.
Go down here to Google.
Computer Lessons 101.
Images, and then type in lamprey.
Little Nas X. Yep, right there on top. Whoa.
Crazy, huh?
What the fuck? You seen that shit? Here?
Yeah, they had one at the river. There was one on the
Wow.
river. We have those in our river. Doesn't that look like an alien?
Bro, that's crazy looking.
Click,
Wow.
click
man,
on
that's
one. Click on one of those that has
That's
the
how
mouth.
they attack right there, huh?
That has the mouth open.
Wow. Like that one or something?
Sure. Yeah. How'd you like to run into that
What the
in the
fuck?
river?
We really got these in the river?
Yeah, I've seen one.
Damn. That's nuts, bro. I never knew that. That's fucking scary, bro. I'm shit. I might not go back in the river now. You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
never got messed with.
McHenry wrecking. Here we go. Damn. What the fuck?
Now you know. We do have aliens.
We do. That's crazy, man. It's like an eel, though, huh?
Yeah, it's like an eel.
Goes slithery and slimy and shit. Then look at the mouth. Wow. Look at him. Poor bastard got it. Boom. Hit him. I wonder after it bites you and shit if you gotta have to go get fucking shots or what.
Go to that. See that guy on the right hand side? Like,
Him?
yeah, he's like the
I've seen
the
him.
river monster dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He has
Yeah,
that
he
show.
is, huh?
Yeah.
Will it play it or something? Or
No, I think it's just an image.
Yeah, it's right in his neck.
Well, I guess they're not venomous.
Razor sharp teeth. Wow. That's a trip, man. Yeah, I mean, there is river monsters, bro. There's some fucking shit out
So
there.
the one I saw, you see where he's got that glove on holding it?
Right here?
You got the glove on?
Oh, right here,
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the size of the one I saw.
What the fuck? It was just chilling on a log?
It was dead.
Oh, it was dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. Good.
No, I think someone killed it and put it up there.
Good.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Kill them all. Reincarnation. Fuck it. Sorry, Fred. Buddy, you're evil. That's nuts, dude.
Maybe he'll come back as a snake.
Yeah, no shit. I'll get something right this time. Wow. No, I never seen that before.
So you think aliens get reincarnated? I mean,
aliens, bro? No, I don't think so.
so if you're not religious and you don't think it's some kind of supernatural thing, then why wouldn't aliens get reincarnated? Do you think animals get reincarnated?
Yeah. I
Okay,
think animals.
so-
I think they get reincarnated in some other creature. Some
So,
other animal.
so if you believe that we get reincarnated and you believe the animals get reincarnated, why wouldn't you believe that
Aliens get
yeah?
reincarnated. Well, one, because they're not human and they're not from fucking Earth.
So you think it has something to do with just being from Earth? That doesn't make sense. That's what makes
I don't
it
know.
not make sense to me, because if anything, it's like that you can't like explain.
Right.
I don't think it's limited to Earth. You know what I mean? Why would it be?
Well, yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean, fuck. When's the last time you went and talked to an alien? You know what I mean? You know, so I don't know, man. I'd have to ask one when I see one, I guess, man. We're going to Area 51. You know, that's a good question though, really.
Yeah, you might think on that one and come back to me next week.
Yeah, that's a good question, bro, because I mean, that'd be trippy. I mean, shit, do aliens even die?
So I think
Well,
there's
yeah, I guess they die, right? They got them in fucking Area 51, supposedly.
So I think there's pretty much a logical explanation for everything that occurs.
Right.
And
right.
so if reincarnation was in fact real, it wouldn't make sense that it would just be something that's on this planet. You know what I mean?
Right. No, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. That's true. And see, but the thing is also is that there. I don't know, man. You ever watch like old documentaries about how Earth was made and things like that?
I watch a lot of that type of stuff. Yeah.
And how some people, you know, I know it sounds fucking weird and extreme, but some people think that, you know what I mean, that we might be the aliens ourselves on Earth. You know, like I said, it sounds weird, but maybe they're right though. Really.
Well, yeah, I know.
They're saying that.
There's been actually a theory floated that actually is highly possible. I wouldn't doubt it if that's how life on Earth started. Is
Yeah.
that like a speck of something from
Because
somewhere else in the universe came into our atmosphere and was the catalyst for all of life? That's one theory, and I wouldn't doubt that.
right, yeah, because yeah, one of those theories, man, that I heard is that it was about how people became, how Earth became, you know, Earth. You know, how people was on this planet, is on this planet, is from what I heard was we're from space. You know, we're on another planet, and like a fucking meteor or something like that hit that fucking planet, and it somehow just fucking chipped it, and a big old piece of that planet, which had people, well, I guess they're called people at the time, I don't know, man, and we spiraled down here.
Well, as far as
Now, how the fuck could that be, really? Because when you go down from space, it's like fire.
as far as like as we understand it, the science goes, is the Earth was here way before people,
Right.
and way before people there were other organisms that we've basically evolved into. So all the high functioning organisms on this planet are kind of evolved from one other little organism.
Mhm.
And so most people think we started in the ocean,
Like the mermaid.
yeah, evolved,
Yeah.
grew some legs, crawled out, and then everything just went crazy from there. You know what I mean?
And,
But over millions and millions of years.
and I know, you know, different religions believe that if, you know, if you believe that you're evolved from the monkey, then you're going to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? That, whatever. I don't care. But, I mean, it's there, man. It looks just like it. You know, the man
It's
looks
obvious,
just like, yeah, it's obvious, bro. It just, boom, there. It's right there. The whole structure,
You know what
the
it
whole
is?
features, everything. Yeah,
Opposable thumb.
yeah, everything.
Who else has that?
Right.
Us and the monkeys.
Yeah, exactly, man. And so I mean, you know, and the pictures, it just shows it. It shows it start from like a fucking animal, a monkey. You know, he's all hunched over and shit, and then it just evolves into the man.
And a lot of people say their argument against that is, well, if there's monkeys and you evolved from that, why are there still monkeys? Well, there's also dogs and wolves, and
Right.
dogs evolved from wolves, and we
Right.
still have wolves.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that the species just
It
goes
wasn't-
away because there's an
There
evolution.
wasn't a fucking dog before a
Yeah.
wolf. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's true. And yeah, like I say, you know, a lot of people don't, you know, they say you believe that you're gonna go to hell. Well, whatever, you know what I mean?
Well,
It's pretty obvious.
I don't believe in hell, so
Right?
I don't care.
There you go. You know, it's like fucking, now a good one is, which came first, that chicken or the egg? Now that's a tricky motherfucker right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's tricky. Now how are you gonna explain that though? Probably because it evolved, huh?
Well, the egg came first. The egg had to come first because
Had to.
it was just like a mutated egg, though, and that's how you evolved. That's what
Evolved, yeah.
evolution is. It's just
Yeah.
mutations.
Right, exactly.
If you're confused about that, anybody that's listening, just watch some X-Men. You'll figure it out.
Yup. Yeah, it's true though, man. You know what I mean? Fucking before fucking man was here, you know, this is a whole different area. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole area, man. And the animals were fucking huge. You know, they're fucking creatures. You know, and you get these birds that lay these eggs, and then fucking throughout the years and shit, the eggs become smaller and smaller. So I'm thinking the egg was here before the chicken.
Yeah, well, it had to be the egg first.
Yeah,
Before the first chicken, there had to be an egg.
had to.
And you didn't necessarily have to have technically a chicken to lay that egg. You had some kind of bird,
Right.
and then
Right.
that egg was laid, and now you have chickens.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, they just like shrunk the eggs, because like a fucking dinosaur eggs like this, you know, and you know, it could have been fucking a dinosaur. Like I said, the dinosaur could have been like a bird, you know.
Oh, and they used to think,
Look at an ostrich.
yeah, they used to say that, or they thought that all dinosaurs were descendants of or all reptiles were descendants of
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs, but actually the current thing is that they look at their bones and stuff, how light they are and stuff, and how a lot of them are bird-like, like an ostrich that can't fly,
Right.
and they think they're actually evolved from birds, most of them.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm
Or
pretty firm
they're
believer.
bird-like.
Yeah. Bird-like creature. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty firm believer that fucking reptiles are descendants of fucking dinosaurs. Turtles.
There are some, I'm sure, but I think the ones that we know about,
Big ass motherfucker, huge turtle. You know what I mean? At one time, you know.
and that's actually
Like
I think
killer whale or
technically an amphibian, but
right.
But I think our modern day birds are descendants of dinosaurs.
I think so too. Yeah. I think pretty much all our animals are.
Yeah, everything. I mean, and you got stuff like crocodiles and sharks that they say they've been around for so long. They are basically dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I bring turtles up.
Yeah.
I think they was descendants from dinosaurs was turtles.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Because I mean, fucking turtle could live for like 300 fucking years.
Yeah, I don't know about 300.
Well,
maybe
that might be a gift.
like 140 or something
that's
like
still,
that. Yeah.
dude, that's longer than I'm gonna live.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's a long fucking time. You know, I got a turtle at my house. You know, and
What kind?
he's like a red slider,
Okay.
and he's mean, but fucking, I don't know. He's about like that big. You know, he's not like over huge, but
I used to work in a pet store, so I know
no
I know
shit.
what a red slider is.
yeah, and I guess when they got him, I kind of adopted it. You know, it was my wife's, my widow's turtle. You know, the family's turtle. You know, his name's Hoku. Is Honu in Hawaiian? Sorry, is turtle.
Okay.
So what they call him Hoku, and so he was about like that, like big, about like I don't know, like 50-cent piece or something. You know, when they first got him, and that was pretty good size, about like that. You know, and fuck, that motherfucker's gonna outlive the whole fucking house. He's outlived me. He's outlived my father. He's outlived my fucking son.
Do you feed him live food?
I do. I feed them pellets also. Like they got, turtle pellets. And also fucking in wintertime I get some worms and shit, some flies. And I feed them. I feed them carrots, fucking lettuce, all kinds of things.
I guess it'd be kind of cruel to try to feed them crickets. Because turtles are slow, so crickets are fast.
They're actually quicker than what you think.
Can they catch the crickets?
I think so, yeah. I fed them crickets before, and they just kind of jump in his water, you know. I mean, they're pretty quick, bro. Like, in the cage, in the water and shit, they might slow, but when you put them on, like, the carpet and land or something, bro, they're quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like, fucking quick movements. They're quick, man. And, you don't like snails, though.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah, all the other shit.
He's not French.
He's not French, no escargot. You know, but, yeah, and it's funny, because I always thought he liked snail or something, you know, because it's a reptile, right? So I throw it in there and shit. That motherfucking snail would crawl out of the tank all the time, you know?
So he won't, have you ever tried to feed him out of your hands like a cricket or something? Anything that's moving around?
A couple times.
Yeah? Feeding him? Or were you feeding him?
Yeah, one time I was feeding him, and one time I was just being a fucking dipshit. Yeah, I tied like a rope around him and shit, you know, and I was gonna walk him, you know, and I was fucking drunk in the front yard, and he didn't like that. And fucking, I went to go grab him, and he's like, and bit my fucking, he took a chunk out of my finger.
Oh, yeah.
He bit my neighbor, too. Same shit.
Yeah.
You know, she was just trying to feed him, and fucking, he's quick, like I said, they're quick.
So have you ever tried to feed him like goldfish or anything?
No, my pops wants to, though. Yeah.
They'll probably do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure
goldfish will be flapping
shit.
around.
Oh, yeah.
He'll go for it.
Yeah, he'll go for that. Yeah. But he likes flies. He likes live bait.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
He don't like shit dead.
I used to have, I've had a couple chameleons before, and they won't eat anything unless it's alive, yeah.
Yeah, same, yeah. And I got a fucking rabbit, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've had a couple rabbits. We used to have some woolly jerseys, those really, with the really long hair.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know what kind of fucking rabbit this is.
That was probably just a regular rabbit.
Yeah, probably. Got him at the flea market. You know, I was talked into it, and had two of them.
It's like I said,
Little babies that time.
on the current events, I asked you if there's ever such thing as a free puppy. There's no such thing as a free puppy. No such thing as a free rabbit.
Well, no. I mean, it could be free, but I mean, the shit
Well, it's
comes
not
with
free.
It's not free.
Yeah, it's not free because you're gonna
when
be
it comes down
you're gonna
to
be
it,
paying for that thing for the rest of its
you
life.
gotta pay for
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a gift, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But the gift just keeps on giving, you know, or taking, whatever you want to say, you know. Yeah, but no, rabbits are pretty cool though. They're quick, man.
Yeah, and you can if you handle them enough, they can get some of them can get pretty tame with you.
That fucking rabbit, he was friends with my dog. You know, my pit bull, and she passed away. But she'd lay down and shit. That rabbit just fucking jump all over him and shit, all over her. And my dog, Lehua, she'd just chill with it, you know. And she didn't try to bite it. She didn't try to do nothing. That rat wasn't afraid of her. And when I'm outside or something, I let it go. He just circles around my feet. And I've done some research on that shit, and they know that's your owner.
That's cool.
They got a bond. You know what I mean? Now my pup, my little fucking miniature pincher I got, she's a mean little bitch. And
she probably mostly it's not them being mean, it's them wanting to play.
That's what it is.
And so they're not trying to hurt anything else, but they don't know.
Right. Yeah, and that's what it is. And she'll go like this and shit, you know, trying to bat at it, and that rabbit's bit her a couple times. It's hell fun.
And how's the pincher react?
Oh, fucking, she takes off running, and then she'll come back and she'll just antagonize it.
That's a good dog then.
This plays.
Yeah, it doesn't try to get revenge.
No, it's not trying to kill it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, she don't know what's going on really, you know? Yeah. She is a good dog though, man. She's a real good dog.
Is it a purebred?
I think so. Like, I was talking to that fucking dog too.
Where'd you get that? Those are cool dogs, but a lot of people don't. I don't see a lot of or hear about a lot of people having pinchers nowadays.
Me neither. I used to know one man that a friend of mine used to have, and woo, she was mean. They had to have a fucking muzzle on.
Oh, they can be for sure.
Yeah.
They were
just a little dog though.
They were the like
like this.
Yeah, they were the original. The original dogs to be scared of.
They are. Yeah. Fucking, they're like the alpha males or alpha female, whatever, of the toy dog.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean? They're the king and the queen.
Pretty sure most Rottweilers are descendants of some kind of mix of a pincher and something else.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, because there's a lot of resemblance.
Yeah.
But she's cool, man. She's hella cool. She's a good little watchdog. Hella good watchdog. You know, but I mean, you know, she's small. You know what I mean? Her legs are like this fucking long. You know, all legs, man. Her ears are like this long too. It's a trip. But she's cool.
That's a cool dog.
Yeah, she's cool.
Now you're gonna get a Corvette.
Yeah, no shit, huh? Put her inside of it. Yeah, but nah, you know, when my pit passed and fucking, they were getting along with each other too. You know, my pit was cool, man. She was a beautiful dog. She was pure white, fucking American pit. You know, this beautiful, hella good distemper. She wasn't fucking vicious. She loved kids. You know.
Yeah, it's mostly about how you raise them.
It is.
Every once in a while, you might get a bad one. That's just.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I did. I've had a. He wasn't bad, but he just wasn't around little kids. You know what I mean? At the time, you know, the only kid was me, and I was in my fucking 20s. You know, like 19, 20.
Yeah, that's what scares me about the pits. Is it's like they're not all bad, but it takes that one, and having them around little kids, that's what scares me. Because you get a bad one that doesn't know how to treat a kid, and that you can kill that kid quick.
Oh, quick. Yeah, he'll kill you quick too.
Yeah,
it will snap.
No, I'll fight. But
well, I know. Yeah, not just you, but a person.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, fuck. There's been people dead. They've been killed by pits. You know, that's why they're so fucking afraid.
Yeah.
You know, you go to fucking rent a house, you know, and they ask about pets, which is, it's kind of getting hard.
Well, they got that lockjaw and shit, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that lock, and that's no joke, bro. They do lock on too. Yeah. And fucking, you know, you go to rent a house and, you know, not a whole lot of realtors or, you know, people that renting houses, they don't really, you know, for animals, you know, it's kind of hard now. You know, they want a big ass deposit for the pet and shit.
Yeah.
But if you got a pit bull, that's a dead no.
Yeah.
Just straight up, they'll tell you no. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people don't even want them in their neighboring yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't because of that fear factor right there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just a fear factor, man. It's how you raise them, like you said, bro. It's just if you're gonna raise them kind, you know, and respectful, they're gonna be that way to you. If you're gonna beat them and shit, Of course they're gonna hate you.
Yeah, make them fight other
Yeah.
dogs and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Of course they're gonna fucking hate you. That's all they know. You're brainwashing them. That's what you're doing. You know? And these fucking little pinchers, you know, Doberman Pinscher, they got small little brains anyways. You know, they're cool ass dogs, but they're kind of stupid.
Yeah.
You know, she's smart though. This one's fucking smart. She ain't all, you know, she's a miniature pinscher. You know, so she's cool though. But I did some like a little background check on her and shit. You know, on her kind, and they use them as fucking in World War II. The Nazis used them. The Germans used them and shit. And fucking they send them down rat holes and shit like that, and they fucking get all the rodents. Yeah, it was a trip, man, because they're small. So they can fucking just throw them through that hole and fucking just tear up that fucking rat.
It's funny.
That's scary though, because rats are mean.
Yeah.
And they're big. They can be big, bro. Sewer rats especially.
I've had I've had at least one pet rat.
No shit.
Yeah.
I had a couple of mice.
Yeah, his name was Houdini.
Houdini? They disappeared?
Oh, he used to always get out of his cage.
No shit, huh? Yeah. See, pet rats, they're alright, but they're a little different, you know what I mean? They're more tame and shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're
Yeah.
not like a fucking rat in your house.
Same thing as like pet mice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a pet mouse. I've had a pet rat. I've had
Steep, though.
pet hamster.
Woo.
You just gotta make sure you keep their cage clean.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a guinea pig. I've had pretty much every little rodent
Oh, no shit,
you can
huh?
buy in a pet store. Yeah.
I had a hamster too. Yeah, I had a hamster. He got his head ran over. His whole fucking body, basically, pretty much, right? Because fucking, he just got out the cage somehow. And these apartments, we used to live in Oakdale back in the day. And he went across the street to the fucking gas station. And some truck ran him over. That was it of him. That was Dr. Doolittle's in the story of that one. You know? But yeah, you know, pets are cool, man. My dog's helped me a lot. She has. She's helped me a lot, man.
They're a good companion.
She's a good comfort dog.
Yeah.
She's helped me a lot with my PTSD. She's helped me with fucking my anxieties, my depression, all that shit. You know what I mean? So I mean, I love that little fucking bitch. You know, she's cool.
You take her on a lot of walks and stuff?
Not yet. I can't do it yet. She hasn't got her third shot. As soon as she gets her third shot, then most definitely. She can be riding with me too, you know what I mean? But I ain't trying to lose her. I lost a dog from Part2. I hate that. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a beautiful dog too. He's a fucking pit. He my widow, she named him Kona after Kona Gold, coffee in Hawaii, and because his coat was just all gold, and but his pit.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was beautiful, man. But Part2 got his ass. That sucked too.
Yeah,
Man.
it's dangerous.
It is, yeah. So I mean, it's just everywhere, all around that fucking area, you know. So I ain't trying to chance that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of fucking burying animals. I got a pet cemetery in my backyard, man. You know, a couple animals didn't make it, so they got to get old bullet to the head, man. You know, I've had to do it a couple times. Here's what it is. But yeah, she's definitely a good companion, bro. She's definitely helped me with everything, you know, and especially when fucking I ain't got nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can fucking just chill with her, you know? Yeah. So, it's been tough, man. It's been tough.
I hear you, man.
It still is, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, though. Aliens get reincarnated. That's a fucking thinker right there, man. Yeah, because, you know what? I bet you people don't fucking think about that shit. You know what I mean? They know animals get reincarnated. Well, you know, people that believe it.
Well, it's a two-part question
It
because in order to even answer that, you have to say whether or not you believe that there are aliens. You know what I mean? So,
Right, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And people fucking, I don't believe that shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I believe in the burning bush and parting the Red Sea and all that, but I don't believe in aliens.
Yeah, right. Exactly, man. Exactly. I agree with that shit. And fucking, you know, all those theories and stories, you know, that they really believe in, that really happened, and okay, that's cool. If you believe it, that's cool. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna knock you on that, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, and what I'm saying here, I don't want to sound like a kook. I do believe in aliens in the sense that, like, they're out there somewhere. I don't know if they've ever been to this planet or not or whatever, but that Bob Lazar stuff has got me thinking that maybe they have.
Yeah.
So
That's just interesting, man. That's just really interesting, that Bob Lazar thing.
Yeah, it is.
And maybe, who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows, man? Like I said, bro, is that I have these dreams I've been having for the last couple of years, and I see bright lights, just bright white lights, man, and just I don't know if it's people or if it's just like a something. There's something that's just like over my body, man. I'm just laying there, and there's like this, you know. I just their hands moving and shit, and it trips me out, dude. I'm done. I'm tripped out. You know what I mean? Because fucking, it's not just one time it happens. I mean, I'm talking like last couple of years. This shit's been happening.
Are you talking about mostly in like when you're dreaming or?
Yeah, but when I go to sleep.
Yeah. So I mean, uh, dreams are weird because they can
Dreams
be
are weird, bro.
they can be influenced by so many different things,
Right.
and what comes out in your dream is influenced by outside things and inside things in your head, and then they just get meshed together in this weird way that it's kind of indescribable.
But it is indescribable, kind of. But the thing is, though, is that a lot of times, man, my dreams have told me a lot of shit. It's trip, and fucking, what it says in my dreams, like what goes on in my dreams and shit, it happens in my fucking life. Not all the time, you know what I mean? Not like I'm flying in space and flying like Superman, shit like that. Nothing like that, but I mean, like, for instance, you know, my widow, her younger brother, you know, I don't want to put anyone on the spot and shit, but he got murdered in San Jose when he was 19. You know what I mean? He got like stabbed in his fucking chest and his stomach like 23 times, something like that, right? And the fucking San Jose Police Department said that he did it himself. And he was sitting in a fucking car.
If someone stabs himself 23 times, I doubt it.
Right. And it's open case still to this day. You know, and this happened like fucking 99, 2000, somewhere around there. You know, and so, I mean, you know, all due respect to the Ohana on that family, you know, it's just a trip though. I never met the dude, right? And I had this dream. I had this dream about what went on and shit. So I woke up, and this is when my widow was alive, and I asked her all these questions about him, you know, and I asked what was he doing here, where was he going there, was he with somebody else, and everything I fucking answered, or I asked, she answered me.
So another thing I've found about when you're in a dream state and when you dream is like a lot of things will come to you because you're in this rest mode and you've let your mind rest. So like a lot of times I'll have like maybe something I'm trying to do on the computer and I'm having an issue, a problem, I can't figure it out, or it's just like irking me and I just get frustrated with it, and I find it's hard for me to put that type of stuff down without solving the problem. But when I do, and then I like sleep on it, a lot of times I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and it'll come to me.
Yeah.
Like just in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? And then I go back and it's something I spent hours trying to figure it out. And then it's like 30 seconds later, now I've fixed it because it came to me in the middle of the night.
Right.
I don't think it's some kind of like supernatural thing. I think it's just the way our brains are. If you go to bed thinking about that, your brain's still going to be thinking about it. You know what I mean? And it's going to solve shit in your subconscious, just like you may be able to do in your consciousness. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think a lot of that dream stuff is that.
I think I think you're right on that. You know, a lot of it is fucking right there. You know, but I mean, this is a trip, bro, because I never met the dude. You know what I mean? Never met him at all, and I never fucking. I only went to San Jose one time. Okay, that was to watch fucking wrestling event. That was a long time ago. You know what I mean? And that was just to the arena. So I don't know shit about San Jose. You know what I mean? And so fucking, I was just naming these places, man, and like I was there. You know what I'm saying? It was like fucking, he was talking to me. You know what I mean? And I told my widow about her brother, and fucking, I didn't want to bring her into tears and get her emotional and shit. No sad times, you know. But fuck, it was just weird. It weirded me the fuck out. And that was only one time, you know. A couple other times, not that, but a couple other times, other things happened in my dreams too. And fucking, it really happened. But you're right about that, about the thinking part, because when I used to fucking write rhymes and shit, you know, I'd stop and then fucking I'd go to sleep or something, you know, and fucking it just hit me. I'd wake up and fucking boom, write it down the lyrics that I was thinking about or something, you know.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do too, because you might go back to sleep and you'll space that out, or even if you remember that you had that, you might not be able to like pull it all back into your consciousness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you didn't like write it down or whatnot, so
Right.
that's important to
It's
do.
like fucking movie reviews.
Yeah.
You know, I can't fucking remember what fucking movie I watched. You know, it's just my head's just got all kinds of shit that's going through it today. You know, it's just today is crazy. It was crazy.
Have you been up since 3:30 or whatever?
Well, see, that's the thing, bro. Is that I went back home, and then I fucking went to sleep for a couple more hours. You know, and that was about it. You know.
What is your sleep like? Do you usually try to get 8 hours, or do you sleep less or more?
Yeah, no. I usually try to go to sleep like around fucking 10. You know, sometimes maybe 9:30. You know, it depends how tired I am. You know?
Yeah, I go get in bed around 9 or 10, but then I watch TV for a couple hours until I start drowsing off.
Yeah. And today I just couldn't. I tried to take a nap and shit to get caught up on the energy, and I just couldn't fucking. I don't know, man. I just laid there and shit, and my body kept on just like jumping.
Oh yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
So I mean, I was like, my mind was like closed, you know, but I get like that.
Yeah. So in my experience, when that little jerk happens when you're trying to fall asleep, it's like you're like halfway asleep already.
Right.
Like
yeah.
you're always starting to get into it, but then you just like something happens
it
and
just wakes you up.
Yeah.
And then you're fucking. Well, you can't go back to sleep now.
Yeah, I hate that.
You know? So I mean, I've been up fucking a while, but you know, I'm starting to get tired now, but which is good because I need some fucking rest, especially after today, man. You know, I went and did a little bit of school shopping and shit for my kid. You know, finish that up.
Does your son start yet?
Yeah, he started this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So he started this morning, and
I gotta get my son's school tomorrow morning. First day.
Yeah.
Of 3rd grade.
Yep. And it's just, man, I'm still in a transformation phase, man. I'm still trying to, I'm still on my path.
I think everyone that is on a transformation phase is a good thing, because no one can ever be perfect. No one can ever be completely evolved into something perfect. So,
right.
Like anyone that says, "Oh, I know everything," like,
nah.
It's usually like the kids in their like early teens,
yeah.
early 20s,
yeah.
late teens, early 20s that they think they know everything. And you know what, I probably did when I was that age too. But the older I get, the more I realize the less I know.
Yeah.
Like I learned something every time I learn something, that just brings up the idea. Oh, there's this other 100 things I don't know because I just learned this and I have all these other 100 questions now.
Yeah.
So
most definitely, man. Yeah, when I was a kid, I mean, shit, in my 20s and shit, I thought maybe I knew shit, but I didn't know shit. You know what I mean? I'll admit that, Yeah,
I know way more now than I did back then, but I know now that there's way more shit I don't know that I realize. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I knew things, but I don't know, man. My life's just been trippy. It's been trippy. I had to evolve into fucking different personalities to survive. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Well, yeah, a lot of guys, they call it being a chameleon. So depending on who you're around, that's how you kind of adapt to your personality too.
Right. And it's true. And fucking you had to wear different hats.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And fucking since day one in this fucking, we talked about this before, but since day one on this fucking earth, man, I never knew who I was, and I still don't know. I'm just beginning to fucking figure out who I am as an individual.
Yeah, and that's what you need to do. And the fact that you recognize this and you're trying to work towards figuring that out and deciding who you're going to be. I mean, you can't really ever fully decide it, right? I mean, you're always going to be kind of a work in progress. That sounds like cheesy, but I mean, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, man. Because I mean, it's like mistakes. Fucking, you gotta learn from your mistakes, or you're gonna repeat them.
Exactly.
And then mistakes ain't gonna be fucking a mistake no more. It's gonna become a habit.
Yep.
And that's what I try to do. I mean, anything in my life, man, consists of fucking driving. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. If I make a mistake, and I know I fucked up, I know I gotta try to fucking better myself. I gotta learn from that mistake. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll go through my head. Okay, well, I shouldn't turn that way. Maybe I fucked up on that turn. Maybe I shouldn't have done that at that time. And just so I don't repeat the fucking shit.
Yep, that's a good way to do things.
I mean, and it's took me forever and a day to figure this out. Probably it took fucking me losing someone very close to me.
Oh yeah, that's definitely that is one thing that will put things in perspective for you.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And I've lost a lot of people in my life, but it's a trip, man. It's like we got different stages of our life. It's like the family life. It's like you're born with a family. That's your family. But then again, when you get older, you have another family. You know what I mean? That's a whole different family. And it's just like that. It's like when you're a kid, the whole life's whole different. And you don't realize it at the time. But when you get older and you start fucking maturing and you just start evolving more, if you ever let yourself do that, some people don't. You know what I mean? And you'll learn. You'll learn from all that.
Yep. If you have a brain and you want to learn,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly, man. And me, I've been cool. I'm not a drug fucking addict. Never fucking liked drugs. I hate fucking drugs. Despise drugs. You know what I mean? Some Pacololo, some weed. That's okay. You know what I mean? Anything else, I'm not extremist like that. I'm cool off all that shit. Never have, never been. You know what I mean? Just it ruined too many fucking family members in my fucking life.
Oh yeah, my parents were meth addicts. I mean, my dad was he was schizophrenic, and I think the reason it hit him so early is because he was so hardcore into the drugs and like major into like one of those people that can't go one day without being altered their entire wake hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. This is like an alcoholic, same shit, man. You can't go fucking a day without drinking.
Yeah, or I mean, even you can have an alcoholic that'll go a day without drinking and make that decision on their own, but they're still an alcoholic. But what I'm talking about is those people that they wake up and they have to be high or drunk or smacked up or something.
Yeah.
Or they can't be conscious and just be sober for 8 hours or even. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people turn to these fucking drugs and alcohol, man, is because of fucking depression.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. They hide in the bottle or they hide with the drugs. You know what I'm saying? But what they fail to realize is that fucking that's just opened another fucking door of fucking shit. You know what I mean? That just opens up a door of nothing but more problems. Now you got this problem.
Well, yeah, if you're doing it because you have problems and you're just doing this as an escape, then those problems aren't going to go away.
No.
You're just adding a dependency to it.
Them.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, just numbing them.
Yeah.
And I've seen it many times, man. I've seen that shit, and I ask them, why? Why do y'all do this? You know what I mean? Different people I ask, why? What do you get out of this? Oh, well, I had this, I did that, oh, my life's this, and so's fucking mine. My life ain't never been a fucking peach. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not fucking dumb. I'm not stupid to fucking, okay, well, I'm gonna, just cause fucking I got all these problems and shit, you know what I mean? I'm not fucking all playing a full deck here and shit, and I'm gonna just go ahead and fucking do this drug here, you know what I mean? To keep me at peace. Fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? That shit right there that can keep you at peace, that shit just creates another fucking problem, man. And now your shit's just worse.
Yeah, especially if you're doing stuff. I mean, everything has their goods and bads, like all drugs even. But when you're dealing with something that's addictive, then you have to take heed of that. And so if you start doing stuff like opioids, the pills or heroin, whatever, you might start off with pills and oh, this is
You'll-
awesome.
Yeah, you'll progress
It'll
to something else.
will alleviate your pain and whatnot. And then,
Yeah.
but eventually, after a couple of weeks of taking those opioids, they're going to start causing other pains in you that they're just withdrawal symptoms and
Right. That's
and
what it is.
and
Yeah.
trying to get you to take that
Yep.
pill again.
Yep.
And so now you think you have back problems because the pill is telling you need to take a pill.
And a lot of people use that shit as an excuse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And they're, oh, I got this problem. I got, oh, my knee hurts or oh, my back hurts or some shit. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, because now you're going through the fucking withdrawal stages.
Yep.
You know? And fucking, I mean, not to knock like fucking people that has, hooked on drugs and alcohol and shit, got problems and shit, you know what I mean? I'm all for them, that want to get sober, get clean, or, not even sober, but get their shit right, you know what I mean? Now, with addicts, man, that comes in different shapes and forms of all different things.
Yeah, infinite possibilities.
Yeah. Like, for instance, I was talking about my brother from a different mother, man. My boy Travis, man, and he was at my crib and shit, a couple weeks ago, and we just bullshit. We know each other fucking almost 30-something years, you know what I mean? And so we were talking, and I told him, I said, man, you know what, man? I really do wish. And he said he agrees with me, same fucking thing. I said, man, I wish I wasn't fucking exposed to sex so fucking early in my life, because the fucking. It's, and he agrees. It's the same fucking thing. He told me his stories, and I told him my stories, and I said, it just fucking creates problems, man.
Was he like molested or something? Young?
I was fucking sodomized. I was raped, yeah, and molested.
What age? I mean,
I was about 3 or 4.
Oh, wow. That's horrible.
Oh, it is horrible, man. I fucking still remember the motherfucker breathing on my neck and fucking telling me in my ear. He said, oh, Grandpa loves you. Grandpa's not gonna, he wouldn't do that to hurt you. He wouldn't do nothing to hurt you. I still remember the same shit. And fucking, it's another thing that fucking haunts me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's checked up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so there's a...
So there's my trust issue right there.
Yeah.
It got someone that was supposed to be close to me, right? He was my step-grandfather. He's a piece of shit. But fucking, he was supposed to be close to me, man. And he fucking violated me. Took my trust away and took my manhood away at like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty scumbaggy. And
Very.
the one thing, or there's like two things I think in this world that you can't really ever justify, because you can justify homicide even. There's
Right.
It's even in the law books, justifiable homicide.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Right, but you can't ever justify rape or molest. You know what I mean? There's no fucking excuse ever
There is
for
no
those
excuse,
things.
bro.
So
Not at all. It's fucking sick.
it is.
It's sick. It's disgusting. The motherfucker needs to be shot in their head. That's it, man. A bullet to the dome, torture them, whatever the fuck they got to do, get rid of them.
Just cut their fucking nuts off.
Yeah,
Put them on an island.
In some other country. They're fucking, or is it a state? It might be a state, I think. I think it's in America they're doing that. They're taking the fucking chomos and child molesters, and they're fucking what are they, not decapitating, that's the head. They're, cut the nuts off?
Neutering?
Yeah, neutering them. Yep, they're fucking neutering them. Yeah, good. Fuck them.
Yeah. If you do that, if you have the sadistic thing in you that allows you to do that to another person, a child especially.
A child, not even a person, a child. Yeah. That's someone that's fucking.
I mean, child are people too.
So. Fucking, yeah, they are. But that's someone that is just innocent, man.
Oh yeah, that's like so. That's what makes it the ultimate evil thing is that this pure innocent thing is who you're doing this to.
They took the purity away from the child now.
It's despicable.
It is. And so with that being exposed to that shit, fucking now sex to me is like an addiction. You know what I mean? And I'm not proud to say it. I hate saying it, and I feel like fucking shit saying it. You know what I mean? Because it don't make me feel good at all.
Well, sex...
It makes me feel good, of course, but I mean...
So there's nothing wrong with liking sex and wanting to have sex.
Right.
That's why we're all here.
Right.
It's a biological urge that we have that keeps the species alive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, every guy has that to some degree.
But when it comes to addiction, though, that's a problem.
I mean, I think most guys would argue that they're addicted to sex.
Well, of course, but I'm not like. I mean, if you got your wife and you got your girlfriend or something, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's a relationship. I can understand that. You know what I mean? But I'm just talking about like fucking just you gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Charlie Sheen. You know?
I mean, I gotta have it too. I mean, if a lot of times in the morning, I'll just get up and rub one out just so I can think straight. You know what I mean? You're not alone. Pretty much every man has a sex drive. So
Yeah, I know they do. Of
yeah.
course they do.
Yeah.
Right. It's just I don't know, man. It's just fucking. There's an addiction though.
I mean, it's or is it just instinct
Well, see,
telling you that?
Well, I guess what I'm getting at is like this: is fucking it's an addiction for myself, you know, because it blocks out, you know what I mean? Like we say, block out, right? Makes shit numb, right? Like drugs and alcohol does with people. So it blocks out the fucking shit that I've been through, and it doesn't make me think of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's an addiction on my part, and I know that because I'm fucking it's me. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer of that, man, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with that and tell the truth. You know, that's what happens, man. I block out all my pain with it.
I mean, when you're in the sexual act, you're not thinking about anything but that.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal, man. That's you're same as every other guy in that respect. So, yeah, I mean, so. There's sex addiction, supposedly that's a thing, but what I think is more prevalent and more something that you can measure is possibly, I don't know how you'd measure it, but is porn addiction. That's more of a thing that can be like considered an addiction because we didn't have the internet on the scene back when we were kids and stuff.
It was all fucking magazines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're lucky if you can get your hands on one when you're 12.
I used to have stacks of magazines like that.
Well, not until I was like 16, and I like went out on a limb. I had a paper route, so I'm like, Mom, can I get a subscription to Playboy? And she fucking said yes. I'm like, oh fuck, okay.